story unfolding before their eyes.
Of a UFO battle in orbit around Earth.
I believe that's 504, please.
Welcome back to Aussie UFO News. Welcome back, everybody. We've got some more UAP/UFO sightings today over the skies of Australia. This one bloke sent me photos in correlation to one of my last videos showcasing the orbs that were sighted over Morrens Falls in Queensland, Australia. If you haven't seen that video, go into my YouTube channel videos and have a watch of it. It's called Metallic Flying Balls Spotted in Broad Daylight. Make sure you check it out. It's a pretty unbelievable sighting. There's people in the comments on YouTube and Instagram saying that there's some type of tiger tails that are sitting over the canyon and that have always been there, but I'm yet to see any other evidence that shows me that them cylindrical shape objects that were quite large are still there today. So if any of you live near the area of Morrens Falls in Queensland, please go up there and check out if you can see these type of round objects just floating in the middle of the canyon. Okay, let's jump into the first video. So in the early hours of the morning, a witness from Newport, New South Wales, witnessed 3 UAPs, and he rushed to wake his daughter up to witness an almost 15 to 20 minute UAP experience. He says it was utterly amazing to see before his own eyes. He shot this on his camera around 4:37 AM on the 10th of July 2025. This sighting over Newport Beach, Sydney was one to experience in person. I'm going to play the footage now and we'll see if we can edit it to make it any clearer, because that glass in between taking the video with the camera lens, the glass, and then these objects at such a far distance blur them a little bit. But let's take a look now and tell me what you think about it in the comments. So you can definitely see there's some shape to these objects. That's obvious. There's not much information about the sighting other than it was in the early hours of the morning, but you can tell the camera can't focus on more than the 2 objects at once. There's a couple moments where another object kind of blinks for a millisecond in the background. I'm guessing there were more objects out there that the camera cannot pick up. And as soon as I've looked at this, I read some of the witness testimony and he did tell me there were at least 3 UAPs. So there you go. One was in the background that the camera was not picking up. Here's an enhanced screenshot of some of the objects.
Menino Beach.
Alright people, is it a verified UAP sighting or is it something that we can explain? To me, it is moving in a different way to satellites, especially if they're in that area for 15 to 20 minutes like the witness says. But anyway, write in the comments what you think these things are. And in other important news, people, I still have stickers for sale, so go to my eBay store, the link will be in the description below, or directly message me on Instagram at Aussie UFO News and I can ship them straight out to you free of postage. Support the channel, get a bumper sticker, stick it on the car proudly. Aussie UFO News, let's represent people. Alright, back to the video. So in this next sighting, the witness seen my last video about the orbs over Morins Falls, and when he was recording this object, it was so quickly that he accidentally took a photo instead of videoing it. It was on the corner of Mario and Sondrio Street in Cairns about 2 months ago. These flying orbs, you can see them moving in the sky. This one is, again, very good footage of anomalous objects that just don't belong in the sky. So, as you can see, on Sunday the 30th of March, this bloke took photos of these objects flying through the sky horizontally at around 6:06 p.m. in broad daylight. The witness, Lumpy, doesn't really describe much about him other than he just watched my video, and then he has had a history of UAP, and also his family has also witnessed and experienced things to do with the phenomenon he believes. He says that he hopes the last video link he sent me is proof of some sort of interaction. At most times the camera either turned off or didn't record the footage, and it was so blurry it wasn't showing up, which actually Lumpy, the witness's name, Lumpy is a common occurrence with people trying to record UAPs on devices or high-tech HD cameras, where it's like the object knows you're going to subconsciously record it and blocks out your feed from your device to that object in the sky. So don't think you're going too crazy, mate, because there is studies into this that even Ross Coulthard has reported on, with the two brothers that record UAPs off New Jersey with all sorts of technology, and these objects like actively jam their recording equipment. Alright, so there's no way it's a bird, it's not a plane, it's definitely not Superman. So what is this white, weird, orb-looking thing doing sitting in the sky, hovering above the clouds, moving horizontally through the clouds? It just defies explanation. You can see me zooming in and trying to get a better clarity of what this object is, but the more I try and use my editing software, it actually blurs it more. This is the second photo. You can see the white orb in better clarity this time as it's moved to the left a little bit, and yeah, it's just so anomalous and out of this world. Like, what that is circular can sit in the air and hover. Actually, it's got a bit of a cylindrical shape to it in this more zoomed photo as I come and zoom in on it. But what object like this floats in the middle of the sky? And in the third photo, it gets even stranger, where the witness, Lumpy, has circled the two objects in the sky, one white and one black. And as you can see, they're hovering above each other, thousands of feet above each other, but perfectly in line with each other, sitting there, and it only makes you wonder, are they communicating? Here you can see the sunlight reflecting off the top of the white orb. That's why it's so shiny on top, showing that it's a cylindrical shape, it's a 3D shape. You can see that that is an object sitting there in the middle of the open sky. I still can't tell if these objects are cylindrical or round. Like I said, photo footage is contorted all different ways in the after effects of looking at it, and then this black object below is just simply strange. And in the last two photos, I enhanced them with some editing software, and just to give you a bit more clarity. But again, editing and trying to use software to clarify the photos sometimes blur them or cut out the depth of these objects. So there we have it, folks. We've had circular, cylindrical shaped UAPs just hovering in the middle of the sky over Cairns, Queensland a couple months back. And then just the other night, we've had this strange UAP, possible UAP sighting of these weird looking cubic / cylindrical shaped objects in the skies, hovering, playing around for 15 to 20 minutes by the first witness. So don't tell me the Australian government has no idea UAPs exist. They choose to make them not to exist. these objects are everywhere and they're being recorded and sent to me in the dozens. So if our government won't do anything about this, or they do, but they won't do anything about it and share it to the public, someone has to. So people, if you get videos of anomalous phenomenon in the skies, doesn't have to be a UFO, it can be something that looks like a UFO that can't be identified but could be possibly black military technology or something else that is not classified, that we can work out what it is, what it was doing, and debunk it for you, or expose your personal UFO sighting that you've managed to capture on your phone.